guys, it's Luke from RetroRevival here, and as you can see today, I'm doing another custom LEGO minifigures video, and today, it is the Mandalorian. Now, at the end of this month, on the 30th of October, we are getting the second season of The Mandalorian on Disney+, well, at least the first episode anyway, and I cannot wait. I know what you guys are thinking, why aren't you releasing this on the day, or around the same day, as the release date? And this is because that week is going to be absolutely rammed with videos, and the next day on the 31st is a Saturday, so I'm going to be doing another custom LEGO minifigures video based on Halloween. But anyway, let's get back to the figures. We've got 5 here today, and starting from the left, going to the right, we have IG-11, the Mandalorian with a little Baby Yoda. Then we have Baby Yoda in the middle, another Mandalorian, and then Cara Dune on the end. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the figures. So guys, here is the first figure, and this is of course the Mandalorian himself. And the first thing I want to go over is this little Baby Yoda he's got in his hand, and this is absolutely adorable. He's got the standard baby mold for his body, that's in beige, and he's got green hands. And then he's got this tiny little Baby Yoda head, which is so adorable. You can see his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And he's got some cloth just to show like his cape, I guess you could say, and this little bit on the front. And now if we get rid of him, you'll be able to see the rest of the Mandalorian a little bit better. So here he is, and let's start on the helmet itself. This is of course the Mandalorian helmet, and it looks absolutely incredible on this figure. I don't know if you can see it up there. I think it actually shows up nicer on camera than it does in real life. There are these lines where there's just a little bit of detail. It's just really nice, and they sort of shine nicely off the lights I've got here. And there are a few darker lines just to cut off the bottom and the top half of the mask. And then of course the famous T-shaped, I guess you could say like eye hole. That's in black, and it just looks amazing. Really sharp and really clean lines. And then you've got these prints, like these curved parts right here, which are in like a dark silver, and this is just to give the illusion that there is a bit of shape on the mask itself, and this is just a brilliant piece. Then going down to the body, the base of this is black with some brown and some light like sandy beige colours on there. This is really nice. This is from the start of the show where he didn't really have much armour on him, so it's kind of like his underlayers, and you can see like this brown chest plate, this little bit of silver in the middle. He's then got a strap going down, which connects to his belt with a buckle, and there's loads of little buckles on there. This looks amazing. And then that beige undershirt has got some lines on it just to show that there are some creases. And this torso is so goddamn detailed. It's amazing. Then going down to his legs, you can see this bit of grey cloth around him, which is on the top half as well. You can see the belt there, and then he's got some patches and some knee pads on his legs, but it's mainly black, and you can see the tips of his shoes. Then going to the side, you can see the mask a little bit better there, and on this arm he's got some brown shoulder pads, and he's got this little gadget on his arm, and right there you can see his brown rifle. Now on the back, there's no printing on the back of his legs, but there is a bit of printing on the back of his torso, but you can't really see it. You can see his belt, and there's that cloth again. And then he's got this clip, which is where you can put the gun into. And this just looks really cool. Now this clip is a little bit bulky, but you know, it's Lego, and there's no other way they could have done it. Now the next figure isn't really a figure at all, and this is like a big model of Baby Yoda, and this is absolutely adorable. I think it's amazing. It's not to scale, obviously, unless Baby Yoda was a giant, and of course this is a lot more accurate version of Baby Yoda than the little one that the Mandalorian had before. But let's start with this little character right here, and this mold is excellent. It looks exactly like him, and you can see his little green face up here with his huge ears. There's a lot of detail on his face which you can't really see on the camera, with a lot of lines and bumps where you can see where his head shape is developing. And in the ears there's some painting just to show the insides of his ears. He's got these really detailed eyes, and this is amazingly detailed for a Lego piece. Now, going down to the neck part, the paint has smudged a little bit here, just where the green transfers to this beige colour, which is a bit of a shame. Then you've got the ring around his neck, sort of like a collar, I guess you could say. And then in a darker beige, you have the body, and he's got these little green hands, and he's got a brown mug. Now there's nothing really to show you on the sides, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Now onto the back. This looks really weird. I don't know why this has come out this way with this line. It might just be where they've made 2 molds and just stuck them together, which is probably the most logical reason. And also on the back here, you can see where the paint was rubbed off there, where the full body was green. And also on the hands there, the beige paint's gone over onto the green there as well. Next up is the former shock trooper, Cara Dune. And I just want to start off by saying she has this huge gun, is a black rifle with a black lightsaber piece on the end. And I just wanted to say that right now so we can get rid of it and you can see the Lego figure a bit better. There we go, and let's start off with the hair. And this hair is the right colour, but it is the absolute wrong piece. She does have her hair go over to the one side, but this is just too long, and she doesn't really have hair like this at all. Then going down to the face, I think this facial expression is good, but one thing I would say is I think her complexion is a little bit too dark for this character, and it sort of just takes me away from who it's supposed to be. But you can see that she's got sort of like an intimidating like gurn on her face, I guess you could say. She's got her eyes and her eyebrows, and I don't know if you could see this, but there are like some little creases on her face just to show a wrinkle or two. Then going down to the torso, this is by far the best part of this figure. You can see her silver armour with loads and loads and loads of details on there. Some buckles going over the middle, and there's some very dark navy parts of her armour up at the top, and this is just a great piece. Then going down to the legs, these are mostly navy again. She's got like this light blue belt right there. She's got like a knee pad, and there's a few buckles, so this is really nice. Then going over to the side, there's no printing at all, but then on the back, we've got a little bit of printing on the back of her torso, just to show the back of her armour. And for this next figure, I've actually had to zoom out a little bit because he's so tall, and it's not really a figure at all, but this is IG-11. Now, IG-11 I'd actually say goes on the best story arc of the first season of Mandalorian, because he starts off evil, and then he gets reprogrammed to be a nurse droid for Baby Yoda. And for once, I'm actually going to start off at the bottom of the figure and work my way up. He's just got these standard droid legs and body, and the arms, all in like a greyish silver. I would say one arm is actually straight and the other one is bent, just so he can hold these 2 guns. He's got a long rifle, and he's got a short blaster. But let's go up to the head, and this is brick built of 4 different pieces. You've got the wrench piece, you've got this cone piece, you've got this cylinder piece, and then you've just got this standard stud on the top. And the only part of this figure which actually has printing on it is this cylinder piece right here. You can see that there are some lines going all the way around, and then you've got a load of little nuts and bolts and some circles, a bit like R2-D2 actually. And then of course you've got sort of like his facial features, and these are in red and orange. Sadly, the printing doesn't go all the way around, it's just on the front, but on the back of this figure there's this little clip where you can put his blaster or his rifle. And our final figure is another Mandalorian figure, so I'm just going to get right into it. The helmet, there are some different markings on this helmet. There's like this stripe down the middle, and you don't really see the parts on the sides of the mask like you do on the original one. And of course you've got that T-shaped eye hole in the middle. But I'll be honest, I don't like this mask as much as the other one. I just don't think it's as detailed. And if you know me, you know I like my detail. And just so we can see it a little bit better, I'm just going to tell you now, we've got this gun, where it's a short rifle, where it's a blaster with a black lightsaber piece, and then a wrench piece on the end. And there we go, and let's go down to the torso. You can see he's started to get some of his Beskar armour done for him. So you can see that silver chest plate with the brown strap going across. He's got some ammo on that strap right there, and there's a buckle. And you can see where there is some shading on the chest plate, just so it looks a bit more 3D. He's then still got this brown and beige Under Armour on, just as like a base for the Beskar steel to go onto. And this is also detailed with lines and little dots. It just looks really nice. Then going down to the legs, these are insanely detailed with different parts of Beskar steel. On the side, there's this one Beskar steel plate which is actually damaged, and I've only just realised now, looking at this figure. He's then got some more buckles and armour on the bottoms of his legs, and you can see the bottom of his shoes. Now going on to the side, you can see that there is some printing on the arms and the legs, and for the first time ever, I'm pretty sure that I've ever seen this, there is actually some printing on the sides of the actual leg piece. And I don't mean like the leg itself, I mean like the bit that the leg sticks into on the figure. It's just right down there. I've never seen it before. Then on the leg, he's also got some Beskar steel and you can see where the straps and the shoes loop around to the side. And on the arm, you can see that he's got some Beskar steel up at the top. He's then got some detail on his under armour down there, and then he's got this little contraption, which I'm pretty sure is called like the Whistling Birds, which is like another secret weapon. So this is really nice. And then finally, on the back, there's a little bit of printing at the bottom where the shoes and the straps loop around. And of course, he's got his jetpack. This looks absolutely amazing. And this little missile up the top here actually comes out. And you can't see it because the jetpack's in the way. There's actually some printing on the back of the torso. So guys, here are the figures at the end. And as I always do, I'm going to say which figure is my favourite and which is my least favourite. And I think my favourite figure is the Mandalorian right here. And then I'd probably say my least favourite figure is Cara Dune on the end there. And as I said at the start of the video, at the end of this month you'll be getting another custom LEGO minifigures video, and on the 30th you'll be getting a Star Wars related video, so tune in for that. And that week is just going to be stuffed full of content, so it's going to be a great week, and I hope you enjoy all of the videos. So guys, I have been Luke from RetroRevival. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.
Yeah.